Alright, so today we're going to talk about another fitness misconception. So one thing that people always tend to think is possible is that you can spot reduce fat, which means you can target a part on your body that might have more fat than others and think that you can magically make it smaller or reduce the weight there. So for example, let's say a guy who's maybe a little chubby around the stomach, he might want to lose it and think that maybe doing a bunch of sit-ups will help, and based on science, that's actually not possible. The reason behind why this is impossible is because the body basically does what it wants in terms of nutrition and in terms of just health and wellness. So for example, if I wanted to get bigger, and let's say I wanted to get my upper body bigger, I would consume more calories like I told you guys to do before, but I couldn't control where a lot of those calories go, but I can try to, I would say, angle where I would want them to go in comparison to other places based on the food that I'm eating and the way that I train, etc. But that's a separate topic. Back to the original idea, the original thing I was talking about. So basically, you can't spot reduce fat. So let's say that maybe get rid of fat in your stomach. You have to overall just lose weight and lose fat. You couldn't really just spot reduce, meaning by you couldn't really just, work out things in that area. So let's say somebody has maybe like flabby arms. They couldn't just work on their arms in order to burn fat there. You would have to work out full body, and even if you did work out arms, you would still lose weight in other areas because the body just chooses where it wants to keep fat and where it wants to remove fat. So all in all, I would say the takeaway from this would be just to understand that you can't really choose where you want to lose fat in the area. So all those, fat burners and the old-fashioned stuff that people would say to help you lose fat, like do sit-ups if you want abs, those aren't really true, because if you actually look at the science, a lot of it doesn't hold true. It doesn't work for people. The best thing to do would be to lose weight altogether, not to focus on weight, but to focus on losing fat and building muscle. You can find that in my program. Or you can't spot reduce. If you see fat on your body, you can't specifically do a workout and target that fat and expect it to go away or expect it to turn into muscle. Basically, the overall thing that I'm trying to say is that you can't turn fat into muscle. So like I said before, if I had flabbier arms and I wanted to make them stronger, I would have to lose that fat altogether and then build up from scratch. I couldn't just target it and magically have it. That's the reason why why you don't have people walking around, with like soft, fatty bodies and just abs, because you can't really target a certain area of fat. It's all collective. Message me with more fitness questions or DM me. You have my Instagram at @strengthandaware fitness, and see you next week.